Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of this FIFA 15 Super League with Manchester United. Over the last couple of episodes, United have looked dead and buried when it comes to the title race, while these next two fixtures on their calendar could prove to be the deciding factor of whether they can get themselves back in the rat race and start flying that red flag once more. The start of the season, we were fantastic, we were on top of the pile, then we dropped off. We hit a blip and we dropped down the league table. Now was the time for Manchester United and its players to stand up and stamp their authority on the league once more with this final sprint to the finish line for that glorious FIFA 15 Super League trophy. Up first for Manchester United was an away fixture at the Allianz against Bayern Munich, who are situated down in 7th at the moment, battling out for 4th place between Barcelona, Juventus and Benfica. Manchester United's starting lineup consisted of Valdez in goal after David De Gea moved to Barcelona in the January transfer window. Rafael came in to replace a tired Dani Alves. There was also a switch around up front, as Wayne Rooney would drop into the central attack in mid-roll, allowing Radamel Falcao to come in up front as the lone striker, and Valencia coming in to replace Memphis Depay, meaning Angel Di Maria would be switching over on the left-hand side. Manchester United got off to a good start with some nice fluid passing as Juan Mata tried to get past his man. He was challenged to the ground by David Alaba, who received a yellow card within the 5th minute. It's a long time to have such a burden on your shoulders in such a high-profile match, and as a defender as well. And from that free kick, we witnessed the first goal of the game coming from Angel Di Maria. The finish just encapsulating how amazing that movement was from Manchester United, all the way back from that challenge on Juan Mata. And within seconds, we have found a way through Bayern Munich and made it 1-0. Wayne Rooney's lob over the top, so cocky, so arrogant there to try that again in such a high-profile match, but it worked. And Manchester United were in the lead. We had Bayern Munich rocked in front of the home fans. And coming up to the 15th minute, Manchester United, they could feel Bayern Munich teetering on the edge of conceding a second goal. Fortunately for Angel Di Maria, who was just on fire, he was really performing in this game. He was just offside with that chance there as he struck it straight at Neuer. Lewandowski had a good opportunity there. It's almost as if they were taking every chance that they got, because it didn't come very often, which is weird to say in a game against Bayern Munich, because they like creating their chances, they like taking their time, and they do work their way in eventually. But on this occasion, it seemed as though Bayern Munich, they were a shadow of their former self. Schweinsteiger with an effort just inside the penalty area. It was never going to be on target as it went behind for a goal kick. But don't get me wrong, there were a few worrying moments for Manchester United. Sebastian Rode there with a powerful header up onto the crossbar and back out. He was offside, but it was Valdez's save, which it was poor really that Marcos Rojo couldn't have come in and maybe supported him in getting rid of the danger. But thankfully the linesman was on point, on form in this game. Manchester United almost made it 2-0 from that corner with an effort from Juan Mata. So much power behind that left-footed shot as the ball hammered against the post and went out eventually. And at half-time, it was Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 1. We had Bayern Munich against the ropes, and in the second half Manchester United had to come out firing on all cylinders and start the second half like they started the first. If they could, then Manchester United would no doubt be coming away from the Allianz with the result that they wanted. As Radamel Falcao found Angel Di Maria, it was Di Maria that assisted Wayne Rooney in doubling Manchester United's lead with just half an hour remaining of this game. You can see the Bayern Munich fans slumped in their chairs, not happy with the performance of their team. They expect better from their world-class goalkeeper Neuer, who was non-existent in that 6-yard area. He went to ground as the ball was hitting the head of Wayne Rooney. Manchester United in the lead. Bayern Munich, to be fair, they didn't give up. They kept plugging away, looking to get back in this. And with just 3 minutes to go, it was Goetze to whip in a quality deliver ball, pinpoint accuracy on the head of Robben. and Bayern Munich had eventually got there. It was something for the Bayern Munich fans to celebrate, as there was a little bit of hope within them, thinking that maybe there's a chance they could salvage a point from this game and stay in that race for the top 4 spot in this FIFA 15 Super League. And with just seconds remaining, Manchester United were looking to really put this one to bed. Adnan Januzaj looked to make it 3, looked to double the lead once again for United, but his shot was deflected away. Nothing came of the corner, and eventually the referee blew his whistle for the final time. It's almost as if he was waiting for Bayern Munich to get an equaliser. Not this time, I'm afraid. The final score, Bayern Munich 1, Manchester United 2. So that was one game down, 1 to go, as we would be up next against Real Madrid at Old Trafford. You could see how much we dominated Bayern. 60% we saw of the ball, untouchable in that game away at the Allianz. Fantastic. And after that game, Manchester United only found themselves 6 points behind league leaders Chelsea and Real Madrid. A win against Real Madrid would certainly put us right back in the title picture. The Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford, the home to Manchester United, the place where we've witnessed many unforgettable moments over the years. And this next fixture against Real Madrid proved to be another one of those evenings under the floodlights, in front of 76,000 people in attendance and millions watching around the world. Manchester United against Real Madrid, it doesn't come any bigger than this, especially with so much on the line. Manchester United had the chance to close that gap to 3 points to get back in the title picture. In goal for United was Victor Valdez. At the back, Dani Alves was back in the side. Smalling, Hummels, Rojo, Gundogan, Herrera and Fellaini were in midfield. And up front we had Di Maria, Memphis Depay and Wayne Rooney. For Real Madrid, we saw the homecoming of Cristiano Ronaldo. It's good to see him again. Gareth Bale was starting along with Aguero, who signed for Madrid in the summer. Modric, Khedira and Cruz. This wasn't going to be the simplest of games. There was going to be so much going on, so much to think about. There would be individual battles going on all across that Old Trafford pitch, between Herrera and Khedira, Di Maria and Marcelo. The list goes on, and not to mention we had to deal with the strike force of Ronaldo, Bale and Aguero. They've been so busy in the transfer windows come and gone. They've really strengthened their team, and it comes as no surprise that they are battling it out for the Super League trophy, and that they have been considered favourites alongside United and Chelsea. They arrived at Old Trafford looking to upset the odds, looking to upset the home fans and me playing the game, of course, to come away with all 3 points. They were pulling out all the stops, and I thought at the time, if that's going to be the case, if Real Madrid are going to win this game, then that would probably be it for United's season and for this series on the channel as well, as I don't see Real Madrid or Chelsea slipping up with just 9 games to go. They're going to be going all out looking to secure that Super League trophy. But you got to keep in mind, Real Madrid still had to go through the tough task of meeting Manchester United at Old Trafford, and it was Gundogan who fed the ball through the middle for Wayne Rooney, who opened up the scoring. Old Trafford was rocking. This place had come alive. The roof, well, if there was a roof on Old Trafford, it would have been blown off as soon as that ball hit the back of the net. Manchester United in the lead. We had stunned Real Madrid. At that point, I was feeling good. I was feeling confident and happy about our performance so far. I mean, we was only 16 minutes into the game, keep in mind, but I was happy with the way we were going about our business. And Rooney, he likes to utilise the outside of his right foot, doesn't he, as we saw earlier in this video as well in that game against Bayern Munich, as he assisted Di Maria with that first goal. Now, Real Madrid, they didn't sit on their laurels. They're not lazy about things, as they found themselves back in the game moments later after we scored that opening goal. The equaliser, anyway, came from Luka Modric. Of all people, I just had a feeling it was going to be him that would score for Real Madrid first. Aguero did well to beat not one but two Manchester United defenders as he worked his way into that 6-yard area. Looked to beat Valdez at the near post, but the ball hitting the post instead, falling to the feet of Luka Modric, who hit that first time. It was almost like a Messi-esque run from Aguero, who did so well there. And as you saw, we cut Ronaldo out there with that challenge from Mats Hummels. It's Well, we were keeping him quiet, but I'm not sure whether he was keeping himself quiet, Ronaldo, as he was back on home turf. It's like he was keeping himself to himself and that he didn't want to score against the club, his former club, the club that he loves. And so, of course, I was happy about that. We didn't need an informed Ronaldo playing against us. Rooney came close to making it 2-1 with that first-time effort. The ball just fizzing past the post. So close. It was a lick of paint away from going in. Casillas had been beaten. Everything had been done. It was just that the ball curling away from the goal, which let us down. Di Maria against his former side as well. Look at Fellaini barging into Gundogan. At least they got back to their feet in time, but it was a shame that Real Madrid had already recovered from our counter-attack and were back to being organised, but it wasn't enough for our brilliant movement in and around that penalty area. Wayne Rooney, it was just perfectly put together. You're going to see the replay of it again because I just loved how we split Real Madrid apart. Wayne Rooney getting his second goal of the game just before half-time. We were in the lead, we had that advantage, but I just loved the quick little 1-2s between Rooney, Herrera and Gundogan. It was just spot on, and it all came down to Rooney to put that one away, and he didn't let me down. At half-time, it was Manchester United 2, Real Madrid 1. Just like that fixture away against Bayern Munich, things were looking good at half-time for Manchester United, but there was still another 45 minutes to go, of course, and in football and in FIFA, anything can happen. Bale was poor on the day, just like Ronaldo with their finishing. You can see that they were getting desperate as well, trying to find a way through, get that equaliser and keep that lead of theirs in the league intact along with Chelsea. Keep Manchester United out of the picture, that was their plan. But it wasn't being executed, it wasn't coming to fruition. There was no signs of life from Real Madrid almost. They needed reviving, if anything. The manager, he was trying everything, changing tactics, changing their way of play, bringing on substitutes. But it wasn't enough, as in the 82nd minute Real Madrid were declared dead and buried from that finish from Gundogan. Manchester United were 3-1 up against Real Madrid. I don't care who you are, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, there's no turning things around with just 7 minutes remaining of such a high profile match. Manchester United set out to win against Madrid, and they did just that. They are back in this title picture with 9 games to go. You guys are just going to have to stay tuned to find out what happens. Can United turn this season around on its head and come away with that Super League trophy? Or will we fall short to either Real Madrid or Chelsea? Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.